Cornelius and the Multiplier. The Beginning. Book 1. By Ol Humble. Illustrated by Sarah Hoyle. There once was a magician, a kind and gentle soul, known as the Great Cornelius, though not great on the whole. His scruffy matted hair looked like a clogged-up plug, as it had never seen a brush. 'Twas thicker than a rug. He hadn't brushed his teeth or washed his pointy beard since he had lived all on his own. He'd started smelling weird. Age 16, he told them that he was done with school. I'm going to be like Grandpa C and not follow the rules. It's all I want to do, to live and breathe magic, to be one of the all-time greats performing stunning tricks. The one and only Multiplier. Roll up, you have never seen anything like this, ladies and gentlemen. Here, let me show you. Now, you just put this in here, and then this should go in here. I'm not sure why it's not working. Hold on. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. But Mum and Dad weren't pleased. The opposite, in fact. Poor Corny could not work out what exactly got them hacked. You'll have to make a choice. Live here where you belong, or live a disillusioned life. Choose between right and wrong. Cornelius fulfilled his parents' greatest fears. As he walked from their family home, the house was full of tears. He hadn't seen them since, but missed them very much. It crumpled up his gut each day to think that they'd lost touch. He lived in shrivelled hope they'd hear of him someday. The greatest living magician. Cornelius, make way! He lived in Old Landtown, world famous for its lights, and the invention of lanterns for travelling at night. Cornelius's not-so-magic rabbit habit. Once, at a 6th birthday, he tried to premiere the oldest magic trick of all, the top hat and the hair. So for the final act, he lifted up the hat. But no rabbit was under there, just Eric Furkel's rat. But here was a new dawn. The greatest show they'd seen would shortly be performed upon the pristine village green. He gathered quite a crowd. This time he'd win them round. 100 magic-thirsty kids were seated on the ground. Oh, hi there, boys and girls. You want to see a trick? So come and see how it is done. You'll have to be real quick. Oh, poor Cornelius. He'd practiced every day. But when he lifted up the hat, the bunny had gone grey. The children were in tears. The mums and dads were too. Cornelius had failed once more, the trick he thought he knew. To try and restore faith, he tried the hat again. He threw in 5 bright silver coins, and out flew 5, then 10. It splurged out 2, then 6. 3 big ones, 9, then 4. A violent vomiting of 12, then 40 on the floor. In fact, it wouldn't stop. It formed a jangling mat that tinkled like a tambourine underneath where they sat. An unwelcome party guest. A shady character was lurking at the back. He slithered like a river slug. His breath was foul and black. He wore a monocle of polished horn-rimmed brass that magnified his bulging eye through plates of thickened glass. He'd twizzled his moustache atop his strip of lips, his hair like Japanese knotweed tied up with mousetrap clips. Each word he slathered out hung heavy in the air. Big blobs of yellow smelly spit shot out across the square. "How did you multiply the coins within your hand? Come, teach me, O great alchemist, the greatest in the land. I'll learn your black magic so I can grow in power. I will become formidable so all mankind will cower." Cornelius replied, "That's not what magic's for. It's just a little bit of fun. I'm telling you no more." But he became enraged and frightened all the guests. He smashed the lavish birthday cake and puffed out his fat chest. "How dare you deny me?" He was going berserk. "My name is Crowbag, Lord of Doom, you pasty little Burke." He began inflating, his skin began to tear. He floated up like an airship while sucking in the air. He took off from the ground and grabbed the multiplier. Up, and up, and up he went, till he could go no higher. "Come back! Come back! Come back! I think that you mistook my grandpa's ancient stovepipe hat, you miserable old crook. The hat is not magic, just very big inside. 1,000 shiny coins deep down it's possible to hide." Cornelius was like a dog without a bone, barking into the shining sun, a pup left on its own. Looks like Crowbag just messed with the wrong magician. "I'm going to get it back, however long it takes. I'll cross the frozen desert plains, across the lava lakes." He packed up all his things into his travelling case. He picked his cat up, Mr. Splot, and stroked his furry face. Splot meowed into his ear and clawed in Corny's skin. "You want to come, my furry friend? OK, then we'll begin." He opened the front door, and to his great surprise, the whole of Landtown came to wish their good luck and goodbyes. His circus friends were there, dear Bogdan and kind Oz. "We've come to help you, Mr. Corn. You may have need of us." And they were right, by gum. The young magician knew he'd never get his top hat back without this loyal crew. They set off down the road into the great unknown. They left their home Landtown behind. They now were on their own. To learn more about Cornelius and the Multiplier and to purchase a copy of the illustrated book, head to corneliusthemagician.com.